When I arrived at the Denver International Airport for the very first time with my daughter and my 4 suitcases, the person who was supposed to pick me from the airport never showed up. I didn't receive a phone call, I didn't receive a message, nothing. There was no communication. In fact, the communication stopped right when I was still in Kenya, because I was just updating this person to let them know that you're now away, you're not taking our flight and all that. We can plan as much as we can, but there's some things we don't have control over. So I've had people ask me about what are the consequences and the pros of studying abroad. I'm going to share some of these things through my personal experience. One of the pros of studying abroad is just the opportunity to have cultural integration and immersion into a new culture. The culture is beautiful. You're getting to learn new ways of, like in America, you even write the dates differently from how you write it back in your countries. There's just a community that is ready to embrace you in some areas. The culture of just doing things is so different. And if you take a positive outlook, this is just something really nice away from what you're used to. So that's one thing that played, like I loved the environment. I love the way people are, like, the integration process. It's not 100% like just the way we are back at home. It's never 100%, but just learning new cultures, attempting new food, food part, it's 50-50. But yes, attempting new food and trying out new food. The clothing, I know my daughter was so excited with the fast food in America. So she's only McDonald's, Mawad, pizza and all that. That's fast life for me. I still haven't adapted to that. But that's just the beauty of just going to study abroad. You are exposed to so many cultural opportunities for you to just enjoy beyond what you're used to. The second pros of studying abroad is just the academic opportunities. You get to interact with faculty members from different parts of the like study abroad brings in different faculty members with different experience, with just opportunity for you to enrich your academic journey. The literature, you're exposed to more literature, and just research opportunities, research scholarship, some things that I was not even used to back in my country. Because even hearing that there is a research scholarship, I was like, okay, who have they given that scholarship to, if at all there is any? You always have those things, but they have a lot of research scholarships that you can take advantage of, and it's different. The academic, even the evaluation of it is so different. When I came here, when I came to the US, I came with my second. I'd already done my first master's, so I thought it will be the same. The system will be the same. We'll be having a sit-in examination. We'll be having professor walking around and seeing how we're working on our quizzes and all that. Oh, here they have an open book. You just go in and do your responses in 2 weeks. They need your responses back, and it's just different. It's still assessing how you've understood the topics, but it's in a different way. Class participation gives you marks. There's just quite a lot that I found to be different and to be like, yay. The other opportunity pros is career opportunity. As if you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Sheila Van de Graaf. I am currently an executive director of a nonprofit organization here in the US. Remember, I graduated last year and I came in as an international student, and it's just been a beautiful journey. So just from my introduction, it gives you opportunity to to go into careers, and just by you having an international experience, that's a good platform for you to share your skill set. I came in here when I had already started working. I had wealth of experience, having come to the US with that. So it was easy for me to just mention those experiences, and I got a really, really good job. So again, it gives you opportunity to you can go back home. I've known of my fellow students who've gone back to their country and they're doing amazing and got really good jobs. So it gives you an opportunity to have wealth of experience in terms of, you know, even just application for jobs, your input from just an international perspective and all that. So super amazing. Guys, let me know where you're watching me from and comment if you're already here and some of the opportunities. Again, my list is not exhaustive. If I was to do an exhaustive list, we will be sleeping here. So there's so many opportunities, and there are also like, you know, pros and cons to this. The fourth is the personal growth. I have grown so much since I came into this country. I've grown. I've known to negotiate. I've known to, like, people, like, you can cry as much as you want, but you know this. So I've learned to maneuver. I've learned to move with the first world, how the first world goes. I've learned to, you know, save. I've learned quite a lot in this time that I've been here. So there's that aspect of personal growth, how to face challenges. You remember, guys, I was left at the airport. I was, you know, no one showed up, but I learned the skill of just reaching out, having that support community, and it's the other part of the story is just for another day. So you learn a lot in the process. Some of the quick consequences, like the challenges that you might face, is one, the financial stress is just huge. Don't imagine, like, I know many people always think that when you go abroad, there are like trees planted out there that have dollars, you just go in and pluck. I'm still looking for that tree. If you get to see the tree, please let me know, because here we work day and night. It's like, it's huge. So financial strain is real. So you have to just plan yourself well, you know, because it's not cheap to study abroad. The other challenge you might face is homesick. Oh my goodness, I remember I was in another state that their food felt like I'm eating paper. I'm sorry, guys, but it tasted so different. I felt so lonely. People just, I think they were already enjoying their life. I think a lot of people enjoy living alone, but then the culture I come from, we live in a community. Like, we have big families, and you know, your uncle is your dad, your aunt is your mom. We don't have those, like, you know, the English definition of nuclear family and extended family. It's just us being together and just, you know, popping up at somebody's house and just saying, I am here, is there anything you want us to do, blah blah blah. Here you have to make an appointment, you have to call early enough. So a lot of people are, you know, just being on their own, and that wasn't really, you know, so you'll feel a lot of homesick. And be prepared for culture shock. There's a lot of culture shock. I don't want to go into that. Quite a lot of culture shock. One day I'll tell you my major one, but for today I'm just passing by to let you know that you'll experience that. The other thing that you might experience is the academic and language barrier. If you go to a country that speaks maybe French or speaks a different language than your language, you'll have that as a challenge. And not only just the language barrier, because at times you go to a country that speaks English, but they'll still look at you like you don't speak English if you talk to them in English. Like, you're profiled on how your accent, like the way you speak. So they're like, oh, which country are you coming from? I'm like, can you hear me? I once had an experience. I went to a pharmacy, and I've explained, not to a pharmacy, but it was like a doctor's visit. So the receptionist, we've talked for a while and all that, and then she asks me, so do you need an interpreter, you know, when you go to see the doctor? I'm like, I've been talking to you for like 15 minutes. Haven't you had anything that needed an interpreter? Like, why are you asking me for an interpreter? Is it because my accent? You know, so I was very, like, I told her off, like, you know, this is not good. You're profiling me. I'm speaking English. If I needed an interpreter, you should have known, or you should not have even had me say anything and told me, oh, you need an interpreter for us to talk. But we've talked for 15-20 minutes, and then you are now like, do you need an interpreter? Like, you know, that wasn't smart. So you'll get those profiling situations. I mean, it's very normal, but don't normalize it. When you need to speak up, also speak up, you know. then you also have to most people also need to take time to just adjust, and adjusting might take time. It's not today, it's not tomorrow. The first few weeks feel so nice, you know, probably when you come into winter you're seeing snow, when you come in summer it's all warm and all that, then it changes, then the weather goes cold and all that. So there's just a lot of time. Give yourself grace period to just adjust, because it's not easy. It just needs you to take time to have social integration, adjust and all that. Anyway, those are my few remarks for now. I'll keep on sharing on this. If you have any comments about the culture, the experiences you've had, both positive and negative, please share in the comments or ask me how they have been and all that. Anyway, so thank you so much. Please let me know where you're watching me from. Share with me any questions you want me to handle in the next video. I'll be doing a lot of that in this platform. Anyway, thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe, share and like and comment. Have a blessed time. Bye.